Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu and this is Funquest for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic Part 17, I believe it is, for the VJ Scenario Pack. A thrill zone is yours to create a theme park on. Your objective to have at least 1,100 guests in your park at the end of October year 2 with a park rating of at least 600. So quite a short goal. The guest total isn't huge. This is one of the challenging parks, so who knows if there's anything else hidden in there. The ground, very garish. Okay, we've got 20,000. 5 of that is a loan. We can pay that back straight away. That way we're not getting any interest, any loan payments. We've got some transport rides. We've got not a bad selection of gentle rides to begin with. Sort of a meh selection of coasters. I mean, it is quite a small park, so these are probably fit in for that. Decent selection of thrill rides, a water ride, and an okay selection of shops to begin with. I think let's put research into the thrill rides. Like as I said, 1,100 isn't a huge amount, but we are going to need to be getting on with things because we've only got 2 years to go. So let's start off. I'm going to keep the paths here. Maybe it'll add to the challenge. Who knows? So I'm just going to plonk down. Okay, free entry and it's closed. So remember to open that. Otherwise, we're going to be scratching our head wondering why is nobody coming into our park. One thing I would like to do, that'll be like a little bonus for me, would be to redo the floor because it's very garish. So I wonder if maybe this is meant to represent like an indoor area. I don't know. The only thing that might be an issue is this section here might cause problems. So I think what we'll do is why don't we divide it a bit more. Now, one thing I might do is block off some of these areas here. So at the moment, the guests can only access this square in the middle. Reason for that is if they're going elsewhere whilst I'm building here, then they're not spending any money as he builds a cash machine in an area where guests can't access it. Okay, so let's just add that there. Let's add some food and drink. Let's have a look, see if there's anything. There's nothing that we can buy. Okay, so it is just this hole here. Let's hope it doesn't rain then. Otherwise, oh, if it does rain, let's hope the drainage is good. Okay, let's plonk down some shops before we start doing anything. Chips. Ooh, tentacles. And toffee apple. Personally, I'd rather either have an apple or some toffee. I wouldn't want to combine the two. Right then, now we've done that, let's just pick let's just start off with some gentle rides here. We'll do no, I'm going to move that over. Now, I did say I wanted to redo the floor, but at the moment that'll be quite expensive, so let's not do that just yet. I have to remember to try and talk a little bit louder than what I normally do on this video. Reason being, regular viewers will probably have noticed on my last few videos there's been a slight lag every now and then, and it's not the tablet, it's probably the memory card I'm using. I've started recording the videos directly to the memory card, that way then I don't have to worry about transferring them to the computer one at a time. I can just do them all in a big batch. So I do think maybe the memory card isn't fast enough, so I've just dropped the bit rate down slightly, hopefully not enough to notice. But one thing with the program I use is that the sound and the video is all in one setting, so I can't change the setting for the sound and the video. So if I lower the bit rate, it'll also lower the sound quality slightly, which probably won't really matter, but it might make it a bit quiet, which probably explains why my early videos were very quiet. Okay, so I want to sort of Tetris them in, try and cram a lot of things in. At least for this section here anyway. Okay, so capacity on the circus is 30 guests, 4 people per queue line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh. So that should allow it to fill nicely. And I've left a little gap. Oh, I tell you what I want to do with these. We'll do canvas for these ones. Why doesn't it default to the same color that you got that on? Right. Okay, so I've left a gap here. Kiosk and toilet. There you go. What else have we got? We'll put this here. I know it's a thrill ride, but they're not very good, are they? I'm not even going to bother altering the money, the entrance fee on them. I might later if I need to, but how's that? Cool. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wrap the path around the back. Where have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's fine. And then once again, kiosk. And where are they? Where are the bogs? There you go. A gap there. Let's put a hat store. Starting to get some decent number of guests in now. Did I say I was researching? Oh yes, thrill rides. Cool. Enterprise would be a very good addition. So that's coming out next. What else have we got? Oh, we don't see these very often, do we? Cool. 4. Let's build a small house. It's going to have to be very small, isn't it? Yeah. Too small. Maybe we should just wait for the Enterprise to come out and put the Enterprise in that little spot there. Although it doesn't really fit with how gentle they are. Okay, what about the little maze? Okay, before we build the maze, dump a mechanic down. Let's dump handyman down, and now all my kiosks are gonna pay for themselves. Put another one down there. Put them on the junctions. I'll put this one facing that way. I know none of the guests can get to it yet, but it just saves me faffing about later. Right, so I stopped building the maze because obviously the maze is going to take longer to... What am I doing? The maze is going to take longer to build, whereas the Enterprise is going to be fairly quick to build. So let's just Chuck this down there. Do the exit there. Yeah, I'm going to go canvas for these as well. I will put the money up on these because we can charge quite a lot for them because they've got nice high stats. But we probably want to have first aid stall there. And maybe we can put no, we'll leave it as it is for now. Okay, let's get back to this maze then. So if we do the entrance there, now the way I usually do mazes is I just pretty much make them one long straight line. You can try and mix things up, going all, all over the place, make it look a bit more interesting. But essentially it is just a straight line. Because there's no junctions, the guests inside the maze, oh, we don't want that, do we? Will just treat it as a straight line. That's the problem, it won't let me put it on the side there. So what we'll do is we'll just blank this bit off. And then oh, wrong way. What have I done now? Put the number of guests up. Let's do 2. I don't think we're going to have that many people going in it, but you never know. Motion simulator. Cool. 300 guests. So we're getting to the stage now where it's worthwhile having the roller coasters. So how about a junior coaster? Right, let's do the paths. Right, okay, so I'm going to open up this section of the park now, so I can get rid of that sign and that sign. And why don't we put some hats here as well? So a nice big queue line. Fit tons of guests, because it's quite a small park. And I don't know how much we're going to get filled out by the end of the 2 years. So I suppose I could just not cram everything into small space, but that would make far too much sense, wouldn't it? Right, so let's work out how I'm going to get back. Yeah, so that balloon stall hat stall has to go. I don't like S-bends, but I do want to have a hat stall on the edge. I could put it on the actual path facing it so that the guests coming off will use it, but let's make it so everyone can use it. Right, so I did want to keep it all inside one tile, but I'm not going to lose any sleep that it's going over if it goes over it. Awards are handy. They will boost your numbers, give you a nice little increase. So we want 1,100 guests. So really we want to be getting 550 to 600 guests per year. So we're on target. So by the time it gets to here, it's going so slow that it just makes the banked corners look really awkward. They will pay £10 when the coaster's new. I might have to drop it down a little bit, but okay, so let's I know I said I wasn't going to do it just yet, but I would like to maybe do something a little interesting with the station. Nothing too fancy. It's only a 2-year scenario, so there isn't really a huge point in spending a lot of time. Not much point spending a lot of time doing the scenario, doing the scenery and things like that. A little bit of fences just on the top. Okay, so obviously I've got the coaster in the way to do complete roof out of the canvas. So what I might do instead is do this. Let's get it up to the right height. Okay, so it won't let me do that. So I can use full squares instead. And then actually maybe a checker pattern would be better. I think that looks pretty cool. And we could do the old cylinder as well, if we've got enough. Yeah. So click that on 1, 2, no, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's high enough. Go on to the next square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do these ones on the top. A very, very simple little theming trick that I saw on the Tycoon Park. So I presume that was done by Mr. Sawyer himself. And then an easy way to paint these then is just to do that and then do these bits and then turn around and oh, it's like a little Pac-Man on the top. Cool, all done. Cool. Have we unlocked anything else? Oh, there you go. We've unlocked some towers. Probably could have put one of them in there. Another kiosk, another toilet. Let's also do another cash point and another first aid room as well. Again, this one, easy £5 on this. Probably going to get another sunlock, unlock. Let's hire a few more handymen, handy people, a couple more mechanics. Okay, so I need to open up this section of the park now. Do you know what? At this stage, figure I might as well just let them wander around because we've got enough guests in the park and it will help reduce overcrowding as well. Maybe plonk down a couple of benches as well. It's going to start raining, so we're going to have a massive cash increase from all the umbrella sales. Adding these nearby should give the ride a bit of a boost. We haven't even looked at the stats. 6.03, wow. That's pretty good. If we give it a slight delay, might stop it from waiting at the top there. Another kiosk, another toilet. Let's give them another cash machine as well. Why not? lollies and tentacles. How about we do a little go-kart track over here then? Um, Nothing too fancy. Right, let's decorate the underneath of this. Place them on the edge of the path tile as opposed to underneath. So if I put them underneath, I'll get rid of the... It might get rid of the support. No? Okay. Still, I'm going to do this anyway. Yeah, it does. And they're off. Okay, now change the color to white. Paintbrush. And then alternate. Cool. What a aha. Just in the corner there. Build, rotate, build, rotate, build, rotate. Not quite the same height. Or was it? That's fine. Do we have anything that looks like it could be tires? Oh, I think they kind of look like tires. Maybe some little shrubs. I think that looks pretty cool. What are we on? 850 guests. It's October year one, so we only need another 300 guests, and we'll have a nice buffer. Oh, I added this. I added the Minimum wait time of 10 seconds. Let's put it to 20. What? Wrong one. What have we got? Any new additions? Okay. We're researching gentle rides. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm realizing now I didn't quite need to cram everything in as tightly as what I have done. Let's just make the place look quite pretty. We don't need a huge amount of guests now. Guest number has stalled, but as soon as we start building more rides, that should go back up. And finish the walls. Can't start the trees if I haven't finished the walls. That'll do. Right then. 11,000 in the bank. Still stalling there, isn't it? I don't... There you go. That should fix it. Right. Did I see them in here? No, I saw these ones. I think that'll be a lot better. Right, so. Oh, an observation tower. What else have we unlocked in River Rapids rides? They're always cool. Just trying to work out there. So that'll start it spinning, and I'm going that way. So that there's no point doing it there. But if I do it there, it might actually have some effect. Right, but before I do that, Thinking about the guest goal. Let's build a little observation tower. I say a little observation tower. That would be, that's an oxymoron, isn't it? Something just buzzed then, didn't it? Something just, what was it? Oh, something's broken down. I wasn't sure if we just unlocked something, so just had a quick look there. So that'll spin it round the same direction as this corner. $27 boats, that's not bad. The amount of boats is linked to the length. So let's put this up. We'll crank it up to £5 a go. They'll easily pay that. And this will get a lot of guests off the paths. A little simple trick to boost the excitement and add a little bit of scenery. Just put some solid blocks underneath. Don't want it quite there, do we? Well, they jump in. Oh, there you go, 5.89. That's not bad. That looks odd. So what we can do is $948 guests. So only another 200 to go and we'll have a nice little buffer. We could have that there. Yeah, so initially I was trying to cram in as many rides as I could in a small space, but didn't need to bother. Got plenty of space. Let's have a decent length coaster. Okay. And we can make this one orange. Let's see how it goes. It might be dreadful. But the plan is, after I've painted the floor, I'm going to plant some trees. Or should I say, build some trees. Not bad. Before I do that though, let's do something over here. We've got it's not great. It's something. Ooh, space rings. Surely space rings has to be a contender for the worst ride in the game. I think that'll do for now. I would like to put a lot more, but it's just so tedious. We've got 1,029 guests. Why don't we build one of these? Now, this is a ride that I don't build very often. It's not one that you see. It's not one that you see very often. So, practice makes perfect and all. It is one of those rides where if you go too fast, you can kill the guests. But it does have brakes, so, there's no real excuse for it. Probably best if I save the video here. There you go. Now I'm going to worry about messing up the video not saving properly. Okay, so this will be a good opportunity to save, just in case. Like I'm ever going to play this 1,000 times, but just one of those ways I do I call my save names. Okay. What are the stats like? We could just bung a load of trees. Ooh, what about these? We could just bung a load of these down. How terrible does this look? And what are these things? Jelly bean. It's more like a sausage. Look at that. 3.16. Maybe we had some pink fences left over from one of the other rides. .14. Those trees have done a nice job boosting it. Only a few months to go. Coaster wise, there you go. We're already researching a roller coaster. Let's put all my research into roller coasters. Hopefully, it'll give us something good. Whilst we're waiting for that, I can. Oh no, that's the danger. I've just blown a lot of cash doing that. It's currently Saturday, which means, and we're still in lockdown for at least another 3 weeks, which means it's Adventure Day. It is raining a lot. Some parts of Wales have had flood warnings. We're on a hill, so that's fine. I'm going to worry about that. But it does mean that wherever I go with the dog later, probably going to be muddy. Which, I mean, it's fine for me. But he's very low to the ground. So I don't know. At some point, I'm going to have to record my second ever vlog. But I think I'll leave it for a weekend when it's not raining. As if that might, because maybe that might be an option. Spent about 5,000 painting the floor. Have we unlocked a wooden wild mouse? Well, that sucks, doesn't it? So, we need to put down a few rides. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. So, I know I've crammed some of these in, and then this one's What's the opposite of cramming in? Not crammed in. Cool. August. So we've got 2 more months. I tell you what we haven't got. Which we unlocked and the guests love. One of these bad boys. And a rogue bit of unpainted floor. I'm sure there's probably a little bit there on that slope, but I'm not gonna faff about. Right, okay. 30 more guests in 2 months. Let's put down a let's do a mini coaster. We don't build them very often. And we'll build it. We'll build it really quick. Oh, wrong way around. You want the brakes to go up that way, otherwise it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's just drop it down like that. That's better. Some decent height now. You don't need too much. So we dropped down from 45 feet. Let's go back up. There you go, 25 feet. Have we got? No photo section. That's fine. It's probably not going to be going too fast, but there, so I'm not going to worry about having it having banked corners. Let's turn it around so I can see. And we've got over the 1100 guests. Let's reduce them all down now, the coasters anyway, down to £5. Allow the guests to keep their money in their pocket a little bit longer. We've got 1100 guests. We've got over 1100 guests. So we've done the goal. My stats on that. Have we unlocked? Oh, Virginia Reel. There you go. We've got. Let's just build another quick coaster here. I'm not going to worry about decorating this one or the one we've just done. That's only just, isn't it? Oof. We'll have to have a close look on this one when there's a guest on there. Put it to full load. I'll give it a delay between this one and the next one. Oh, just enough. That's fine. What we can do, if you're worried about it, is what we can do is, obviously you're not worried about my coasters. Why would you be? But if you're building them and you're worried about it, then you can always just replace it with a little chain lift section there. And in that way, there's no danger. If it can make it over empty, then it shouldn't have any problem when there's guests in it, because the guests are heavier. The car will have more momentum. It'll go faster at the bottom and you'll be able to go over the top. It'll crest the hill a bit faster as well. So, but just in case. Okay, so maybe splitting the stations wasn't such a good idea on this one. Tell you what I should also do as well. Ram the maximum waiting time right down. So we're just constantly chucking cars out of the entrance. Whether there's a guest or not. 150, bargain. Okay, so coming up to the end of year 2, let's have a quick recap of what we needed. We needed 1100 guests by the end of year 2. When we came in, there was a garish floor. So one thing I wanted to do was paint that, and we've done that. So I started building really tightly, really compactly in this first square here. Used no entry signs to block off the rest of the park. I figured we were going to be quite tight on space, but in the end, we've got loads of space left over. So we didn't need to worry about that. Spent a bit of time on doing some simple theming and things like that. So we haven't rushed. We have taken our time. I've crammed a couple of coasters in at the end just to make sure of the target, but I'm sure if I'd spent a bit more time building coasters rather than doing scenery, we would have done it quite easily. This is one of the challenging parks, but it hasn't really been that. Hasn't really been that challenging. Not a bad park overall. I suppose the coaster types that you start with, that's quite challenging, I suppose, because these are one of the ones that people don't tend to use very often. So what are we doing now? 19th of October. Cool. So another video done. Hopefully the sound will be fine. I'm quite confident that the video will be fine. The tablet's got a resolution of 720, so I don't see the point in recording any higher than that. So that'll be fine. Hopefully when I'm playing back, it won't have the same lag. I've seen a little bit of it I think I just saw one just now. Don't think it's a tablet. I mean, whilst it's not the same tablet as the one I've always used, or not always used, but have used for the last couple of years, it's the exact same model. So I figure it's probably the memory card. If this doesn't work, maybe I'll just buy a faster one. See how that works. 24th of October, rather than me waffling, how about we fast forward? One thing you can do on YouTube as well, and I don't mind, you can do it, it's fine, is there's a speed setting. So you can change the speed of the video. Like that's what I do. Do you know when I'm watching it back before I before I click publish, I'll put it on like 1.5 times speed. I mean, so if I do that on my own videos, I'm more than happy for you guys to do that if you want to get them over and done with quicker. Stu. No, that's Sue. Stu. Fantastic. Okay, so that's Funquest done. I believe that's the 17th scenario of the VJ scenario pack, and there's loads of them, so this is going to take me a while. Okay, so this was Funquest. I've been Fun Stu. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!